Hey, I'm Ratbag and I'm here chatting with Milky. I have been doing art all my life. I didn't start making music until I was about 15, and then the second I found out that sounds were something that I liked a lot, I didn't stop making music. There was just a point, I guess, where I realized I could put them together, and that's what I'm doing. I see way too many wonderful women with boring boyfriends. I see it through my friends and mostly through people at parties that I talk to, and it makes me sad and I want to write about it, so that is what Pinky Girl is about. I just wanted Pinky Girl to be a completely different sonic world to Pinky Boy, so I kind of just thought about the complete opposite of Pinky Boy, and that's how it sort of came about. I always also wanted to do stuff with like cinematic sounds, like strings and horns and all that, so we had like a real saxophone player on it, and that was great, but it came quite easily to me and my producers to do that style of music, so I actually would like to do more of it. One of the lines in the song is "don't fret it," like as in F-R-E-T, and when I wrote it, my mum said that's not a saying. And I was like, well, it is now. And I actually say it now. Someone will say like, you're late, or like, hurry up. And I'll be like, don't fret it. So I guess that gets in my head a lot. I think Marceline and Princess Bubblegum would be a good example of Pinky Girls. So I'm going to say them, specifically Bubblegum if we're going for the colour scheme. But I think Marceline is also a Pinky Girl. I am a very inconsistent person. My brain is a big jumble of everything, so it's really not a consistent process for me ever. Sometimes songs take me a minute to write, and sometimes they take me like over a year. But I always sort of go with what feels right and intuitive for me, and that seems to work. I guess I'm a very all over the place kind of gal, but I get there. The tour so far, the highlights have been meeting fans that I didn't know I really had. Apart from the show's side, I've been enjoying my matchas with my mother. We have had approximately 4 matchas on this trip. This morning we also got like a Japanese breakfast, and that was fab. I got a strawberry tart. I love the food here. It's way better than where I come from, which is Mars. I think that performing is the reward of everything. It's just sort of everything comes together and I can put it all into a show, and everything I'm thinking about all the time, it was always leading up to a show. Everything's always, how is this going to translate live, art-wise and music-wise and anything-wise? So I am just like very excited to be here. People can expect to feel like they're not on this planet. That's my main goal, I think, is to just make it feel like you're stepping into another world for even an hour, and then you can step back into your world after that, but I'm going to steal you into mine for 45 minutes. My plan for the next 12 months is to take over the world. Yeah, that's the truth. No, my plan for the next 12 months is to keep making music, keep making friends through my music. Every time I meet a fan, I feel like I would be their friend because they're all so cool. And last night, for example, in Melbourne, all of their outfits were things that I would have in my wardrobe, so I was almost trying to like hint at them to lend me clothes. I basically feel like I want to just keep building whatever this is because I just think it's really cool, and I think the community could take over the world. Talking Heads, David Bowie, Blood Orange, Radiohead, Tom York. I've been very into my Tom York phase right now. Magdalena Bay, yeah, obviously, and Charlie XCX. It's David Bowie. But if I were to choose someone who is on this planet right now, might be Magdalena Bay, actually, right now, or Tommy York. I'm going to say In Rainbows by Radiohead, because that's just the best album in the world. Where the Wild Things Are, except I don't want to take away from that amazing soundtrack, so not that one. Good question. What was I thinking last night? I was thinking about if I was entertaining enough. I was looking out and thinking, am I moving enough? Am I being crazy enough? I think I was, because people looked a bit freaked out. And I'm also often thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner afterwards. My main thought, I would say, though, is between the lines of this is the coolest thing ever right now, and also this complete opposite feeling of I can't even process that I'm here, and sometimes it gets to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fuck up completely because I'm not focusing enough. It flicks out of those. I often do just have to tell myself as I'm in the moment where I am. Otherwise I will just sort of float into the abyss. I'm gonna go Hannah Montana. Tide is high, but I'm moving on. I'm gonna be that song. And also Cherry Bomb. What's that? Who's that by? Cherry Bomb. That one. The Runaways, Cherry Bomb. That was a banging song. So yeah. Taylor Swift. When I was 7 years old and I saw her very, very glittery guitar. I really liked Tom York. Which was amazing, yeah. Can I be a Bratz girl? That's my choice. Or a Polly Pocket. A Graveyard? Or Red Rocks. Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. Tom York. Right now, I think Chaperone. Maybe to keep journaling. Music means everything to me, and so does art. So yeah, everything. 6 minutes is 2 songs if I choose right. I'm gonna go with one song, and I'm gonna choose Love is Spit by Broken Social Scene. The second I wrote a song for the first time properly when I was 15, and I realized that it was a tangible thing that I could actually do, because I didn't think it was. It was more of a dream to write a song. So I think the second I wrote a song, I was like, this is what I'm going to try to do now.